Kitsuke, good morning, and this is CMK TV. Welcome back to my channel, and today is August 23, 2018. So today, pupunta ako sa School of St. Anthony because I was invited to join their inclusive communication program. Pero bago yon, I'd like to ask you something. Ang tanong ko ay, are you familiar with these people? Mag-flash ako ng ilang mga pictures ng mga taong may ginagawang maganda, may abilities na I don't wanna say kakaiba kasi hindi naman siya sobrang iba, pero they can do it. So, if you're not familiar with these people, okay lang. At least from this vlog, you get to know kung sino itong mga to, tsaka yung mga abilities nila. Kasi they are persons with disabilities. And nakakatuwang malaman na yung kaya niyong gawin, kaya din naman nilang gawin. So, let's watch this. Hello, I'm back! And after natin mag-flash ng iba't ibang mga pictures and information about sa mga PWDs na sinasabi ko nga na iba-iba yung skills nila, iba-iba yung talents nila, tsaka yung kaya nilang gawin, we have to discuss something muna bago ako pumunta sa School of St. Anthony. So, we have two big words to understand, and that is first, diversity, and second is inclusion. So, itong dalawang words na to, pwede kasing hindi mo naman siya narinig everyday. Pwede rin namang familiar ka sa kanya. Well, regardless, we have to know muna kung ano yung two big words na to kasi importante to para mas maintindihan natin why I was invited to join the Inclusive Communication Program of School of St. Anthony for grade 6 students. Kasi, ito yung parang program nila outside the academics na tinuturuan sila about acceptance, respect, for diversity, inclusion, blah blah blah. Mahaba yun or marami yun. So, hindi natin gagawin itong technical. So, let's start with the first of the two big words. So, let's start with diversity. So, first of the two big words is diversity. So, when we say diversity, ito yung pinagkaiba-iba nating lahat. Pero, okay lang. Doesn't matter na magkakaiba tayo. So, when we say diversity, ito yung matangos ilong mo, or pango yung ilong mo. Kulot ka, unat naman yung isa. Maitim ka, maputi ka. Pero physical aspect yan. Meron pang ibang aspect, yung tinatawag nating diversity. Yung religion, that's one. Meron tayong mga kapatid na Muslim, may kapatid tayong Christian. So magkaiba sila ng religion, pero that is still considered part ng diversity. So meron din tayong LGBT sisters and brothers. So when you say LGBT, familiar ba tayo doon? Kilala niyo ba yung LGBT? Alam niyo ba yung LGBT? LGBT is lesbian, gays, bisexual, transgenders. So may mga kapatid tayo na nasa ganong community. And part pa rin yan ng diversity. PWDs, persons with disabilities. Mga kapatid din natin yan sa diversity. So, diversity is actually telling us na we have to learn how to accept and respect one another. So, yun lang naman yung diversity. Embrace diversity in such a way na tanggap mo kung ano yung background na pinanggalingan nila. Let's say, mga kapatid natin katutubo, indigenous people. So, part pa rin yan ng diversity. So, I think ang talagang gusto lang ipaliwanag ng diversity sa atin is learn to accept and respect one another, ano man yung background na pinanggalingan nating lahat. So, for the second big word, that is inclusion. Grabe, ano ba tong inclusion na to? Di ba pag bumili ka ng ticket, let's say, Let's say, pupunta ka sa ibang bansa or mamamasyal ka sa ibang bansa. Pag bumili ka ng ticket, di ba, minsan tatanungin mo, inclusive na ba to ng ganito, ganyan. O di ka, pag pupunta ka sa hotel or bumili ka ng parang voucher sa hotel, inclusive of breakfast, ganyan. Actually, konektado dun yung inclusion. Pagka mas malalim yung tingin mo sa inclusion, mas maiintindihan mo na yung diversity, konektado siya sa inclusion. Let me give you an example. LGBT. Ang batang LGBT, pwede siyang mag-aral sa regular school. Kagaya ng mga pinapasukan nating school, regular school. Hindi sila dapat bawal doon. So, included sila doon sa school na yon or sa community na yon. Let's say, for example, persons with disabilities or students with disabilities. Kung papasok sila sa school natin, kasabay nila yung mga students na nasa regular class. Kumbaga, hindi naman talaga special class yon, but they are actually included in the class. So, ito yung sinasabi nating inclusive, na hindi talaga as in super special, na kailangan i-segregate mo sila, ilipat mo sila. Dapat dito kayo lahat sa special school. When you say inclusive education, or pag sinabi mo inclusive tong laro na to, inclusive tong group na to, itong mga students natin na may disabilities, they can actually be with you in a regular class. They can also perform kung ano man yung ina-expect sa inyo ng mga teachers nyo in a regular class. So, yun yung inclusive. Ang inclusive kasi is pinagsasama-sama, included, magkakasama sa isang grupo, sa isang system, sa isang school. So, hindi siya exclusion. Yun ang opposite ng inclusion. Kapag tinanggal mo yung LGBT, yung mga kapatid nating katutubo, yung mga PWD nating students, pag lahat sila tinanggal mo sa isang society, sa isang community, sa isang regular school, at pinaglalagay mo sila sa, let's say, mga special school na puro sila lang yung nandun, ganyan, yun na yung tinatawag nating exclusion. So, since pinopromote natin at sinasabi natin na everything must be inclusive at this point. So, pagdating sa education, especially, dapat lahat tayo sama-sama sa isang regular class under sa isang regular teacher. So, yun ang ibig sabihin ng inclusion. Hindi sila nakahiwalay. Kasama natin sila sa isang system, community, and educational institution. So, tapos na tayo sa 2 big words natin for today. So, we need to prepare na for St. Anthony kasi baka ma-traffic ako. Alam niyo na, traffic tuwing umaga at ang layo-layo ko kaya sa Alagro. So, tara, samahan niyo na ako. Let's go to School of St. Anthony. Grade 6 students, I'll be there soon. See you. Bye! So guys, bago ang mga Q&A portion natin, kausapin muna natin si Teacher Kat at saka si Teacher Mike. Kasi marami akong mga tinanong sa kanila about inclusion, diversity, bakit nagkaroon sila ng inclusive communication program para sa grade 6 students, etc. etc. So, I think it's also good for you to know bakit may ganitong klaseng initiative si School of St. Anthony. So, let's watch this video. Hi! Hello everyone! I'm here at St. Anthony, School of St. Anthony. Sorry. So, I'm with Mike Gaviola and Teacher Kat. So, they're both teachers of St. Anthony School of Lagro. So, ngayon, meron kami inclusive initiative or inclusive program. So, I'll be asking a few questions about this particular initiative para sa mga grade 6 students. So, Sir Mike,
yes.
What made you decide, or what's the objective of the school for having a disability inclusive program for the students?
Actually, this is an answer for the call to the society to become inclusive, especially in schools. Kasi we believe that children learn best if we are all together in a classroom. Meaning, we believe that there's no one size that fits all. So we would like to adjust everything. We would like to assess them differently. So, in this forum, na-realize ng mga bata na hindi sila magkakatulad. So, dapat ma-realize nila na may mga taong may disability at mayroong mga taong walang disability. But, hindi sila dapat sinisegregate. So meaning, kailangan nila matutunan that they can learn together from one another, how to adjust to each other, and how to help each other so that they can learn less.
Pero hindi ba nakakatakot na move yun for the children? Hindi ba sa palagay mo as a teacher, hindi ba nakakatakot? Na parang, ano ba disability in-introduce nyo or something?
Actually, dun sa word na nakakatakot, yes, kasi teachers are controlled freak yan eh. So, we would like to establish control inside our classroom. So, for me, if you don't have any experience how to handle students with disability, definitely you will be afraid of. But I also believe that teachers should always come prepared. And teachers should be accepting of students, whoever or whatever they are. So, kahit ano pang race nila, social status, disability, or whatnot, we should be accepting of all these kinds of students inside our classroom.
Yes, something to share.
Siguro yung nakakatakot na part, hindi siya dapat nakakatakot. Kasi as teachers, tayo yung second community ng mga bata after the family. So dapat, as teachers, it is our responsibility to prepare them for a diverse society outside it. Kasi kung yung school ay hindi siya prepared, how can they face reality outside it? Hindi sila marunong communicate, hindi sila marunong mag-include ng other people. So they should know how to respect and disabled and non-disabled. So it is, I think, the responsibility of teachers plus the adults around these children to prepare them for this kind of thing.
How do you feel as teachers? How do you feel na dito sa job niyo sa St. Anthony, may ganitong initiative? Kasi this is something na very rare, I would say. It's not common to other schools. As employees and as teachers, how do you personally feel about this movement or initiative?
We are happy because we receive support not only from the students themselves, but also from co-faculty and our administrators that really support this advocacy of inclusion, to bring inclusion in our school, specifically to our students. Kasi if I still remember, we brought inclusion to the teachers last year.
Oh yeah, kasi yung first inclusion initiative niyo was to prepare the teachers
Yes.
muna, and then now you're bringing it down to the
That's
children.
yes.
That's
So
good.
we are very happy that little by little, although the movement is very slow, but still, again, that is development. We are now opening our doors. What is inclusion is. So we are very lucky to have administrators who support it. And hopefully next year we can bring the instruction to the parents.
Parents naman. Wow.
So that it could be a full cycle.
Yeah, teachers, children, parents, na isang community. So, yung ilang viewers natin might wonder, is St. Anthony a regular private school or a school for students with disabilities? Baka they're confused, they're curious to know if School of St. Anthony is a special school or is it a regular school or ano ba?
We are a regular school, but we are open for students with disability, provided that we can also provide them the things that they need. Kasi we have different kinds of disability, so it still depends on the
person
yes,
basis.
yes, on the person basis. Like last time, we already had a graduate, person
Oh,
with
talaga?
disability, yes, meron kami na graduate. And we also have now, right now, na naka-include siya sa relatives.
Nice.
So yes, we are really trying our best to do the baby steps to have it, to practice inclusive ed and schools in
It's good to hear. So, what would be your message to your fellow teachers? Yung mga sa fellow nyo sa profession, those teachers working for other schools, those principals who work for other schools, na never tried having any inclusion initiative or program sa school.
Perhaps number one, read first. Educate yourself first about what is inclusion. And then number two, evaluate your practices. Where can inclusion come in the system? And then number three, be open to the idea of how beautiful inclusion is in the classroom and in the school. Because we would like to see a community which is not only diverse, but also inclusive of all kinds of people, all stakeholders, all partners, working together to the development of a student.
So we can also add that this is not only for the school that will be using inclusive education, but for civic development. Kasi these pupils who are in our school right now, they are the next generation. So sila rin yung mag-open up for new professions and then new activities in the society. So kailangan prepare din sila for that as they grow, as they are growing up. Para yung world natin, hindi lang siya sa school na rin, na inclusive education is accepted in the school only, but also different, yes, professions and different aspects of the society.
Magkaling kasi talaga ang education and employment. So, final message for your students who attended the program today, siguro to parents who doesn't know about meron palang magandang program kayo pinupush sa same acting. Is it worth going guys? Last words.
To our students, thank you so much for joining with us a while ago during the student forum about inclusive communication. So I hope you will grow like an inclusive person, accepting all kinds of people, whatever their race, background, and social status. And we hope that our students will grow like kind person and a good person in society.
So our students, our motto is Sapiensya and Virtues, Wisdom coupled with virtues. You are now equipped with the knowledge that you need. Please use your heart and let us practice inclusion, not only in school, okay, we are all disabled in our own ways. So we can also practice that in your home or in the society that we live in.
Thank you so much, Teacher Mike and Teacher Gab.
Thank you.
Please be sure to see you next time. Next time.
The biggest factor why I am in this status right now. Because one day, if you guys become parents, it's like, kasi, disability is something you cannot avoid. Do you agree? You cannot avoid it. Ako nga, I told you I was born with a perfect vision, but then eventually, it deteriorated. Although we have known the cause, but the thing is, you're not expecting it to happen. So guys, napanood niyo na yung video ko, yung interview ko with Teacher Mike and Teacher Kat. Now, it's time for our Q&A portion. So, kasi kanina, sobrang kulang yung oras namin. So, hindi talaga kami makapag-accommodate ng mahahabang questions at maraming questions. But then, sabi ko nga, sa ating dear principal, si Miss Amy, at sa mga organizers, at saka sa grade 6 students, of course, na I promised to make a vlog about the questions na hindi na natin na-address during the forum. So, let's start with question number 1. So, tara na, let's start with a long list of questions. So, the question is about how hard to live in a scale of 1 to 10. So, let's say 10 being the highest or the hardest. I'd probably say 8. Siguro? 9? Sorry, teka lang. Mali. Parang mga 2 or 3. Nalito ako dun sa scale of 1 to 10. I wouldn't say na it's very, very, very hard. I wouldn't say that ganun siya. Kasi number 1, when you say is it hard to live? Subjective question kasi. Pwede kasing depende sa opinion mo as the individual. Sa akin, hindi. Because it depends on the environment where I live, kung anong ginagalawan kong environment, the environment I'm living in. So, right now, since I am in a supportive environment, I would say, no, it's not really that hard. Another thing is, I also use different gadgets and different type of technologies that help me work or perform my work. Kasi, hindi naman vlogging yung work ko, parang lang to, napagkatuwa ko gawin. Pero sa work ko, I use screen reader. So that's another type of technology that help me perform my work. Kaya I would say, it's not really that hard. Siguro, it would be really hard for me to live kung wala ka sa supportive environment. You do not have these type of gadgets, you don't have this type of technology that will help you perform your job. Or kung ano man yung gusto mong gawin, even pag-Facebook nga lang, Twitter, ganyan. Siguro, kung wala nga yung mga sinasabi kong support mechanisms around me, baka I would say na it's really hard to live. But then, since I have these things around me, I would say it's not really that hard to live. So how do I recognize people that I'm talking to? Number one, familiarity. Yung familiarity na sinasabi natin kasi is, let's say, kung family members yan, kahit lakad, alam ko kung sino yung mababa ng hagdan, kung sino yung mga naglalakad-lakad dyan. But then, sa labas, let's say for example, sa mga medyo hindi familiar, not so familiar, ganyan. Pag mga not so familiar, I don't know, kasi ang hirap i-define ng characteristics eh. First of all, syempre yung voice. That's very important kasi kahit naririnig mo yung voice, may personalities kasi ang voices na yun. Iba-iba rin yan. May personality. Hindi yan basta boses lang na maganda, malaki, maliit. Hindi lang siya ganun kababaw yung characteristics niya. Meron talagang embedded na personality on that voice. So I think that's how I get to start knowing the person din that I'm talking to. Especially with my work as a consultant. Ang dami kong nami-meet sa iba't ibang workshops, conference, etc. So, syempre, hindi mo ako perfect. Hindi ko naman lahat matatandaan. So, the longer the exposure with me, the more I get to know the person. Meaning, the more I become familiar with this person, mas madali ang recognition for me. So, minsan nga kahit hawakan lang ako sa kamay, ganyan, ma-recognize ko na naman kung sino yun. Yun nga. I think that's how I would answer that question. The longer I'm exposed to that person, kumbaga, the more that my familiarity with that person gets higher, I think that's the way for me to recognize that person. Mas madali kong ma-recognize kapag kausap ko. So, familiarity talaga. Ang masasabi kong one of the biggest factors. So, hindi lang siya basta voice lang. Of course, malaking factor yun, pero hindi lang naman voice. Yung with the way they move, parang masisense mo naman kasi yun eh. So, all of those factors come into play, come together, so nakaka-form siya ng personality. I don't know if I explained it very well, pero ganun ko siya nakikita or ganun ko siya may explain. So, sa question ni Sir Nonato about sa changes na nangyari dun sa coins all throughout the years, talagang masasabi ko, nagbago talaga siya kasi, can you guess my age? Kasi inabutan ko na yung 25 cents na bulaklak pa yung shape niya. Tapos, inabutan ko na din yung 10 cents na may dolphin. Tapos, parang plastic siya. Meron parang akong inabutang coins na parang pa-square. Hindi ko alam kung 10 cents din yun. Tapos, ano pa ba? Inabutan ko din yung 2 pesos na octagon yung shape niya. So, during that time, yun yung masasabi kong mas maganda kasi identifiable siya by shape. So, mas madali. Pero na-phase out lahat yun eh. Ang halos napalit na lang ngayon is yung 5 cents na may butas sa gitna, yung parang donut. So, mas recognizable pa rin siya kasi siya lang naman yung ganon. Pero yung 5 and 10 pesos, medyo nakakalito siya kasi magkalapit sila halos ng shape. So, medyo challenging malaman kung alin sa kanilang dalawa, yung 5 or yung 10 pesos. Now, pagdating naman sa bills, like for example, eto, 100 pesos. Siyempre, alam ko talaga 100 siya, no? Kasi tinanong ko na kung magkano to. Pero on an ordinary day or sa araw-araw nga, gumagamit ako ng app. So, meron kasing mobile app na money reader at saka meron din isa pang app na Be My Eyes. So, abangan nyo yung separate video ko. Meron akong vlog na gagawin talaga about the technologies I use. Hindi lang for money, even for reading. So, I hope mapanood nyo, abangan nyo yung vlog na yun. Kasi doon ko i-discuss in detail plus demonstration kung paano ko talaga ginagamit yung mga app and technology na yun to do whatever I want. Money reading, document reading, books, etc. etc. Married? No, hindi pa. Single pa rin. So, how do I cook my food? Actually, marami akong sagot dyan. Number 1, nung nasa Australia ako, meron akong orientation kung saan ako nakatira. So, apartment ko kasi, bali na 2 lipat ako. So, yung kitchen, kailangan may orientation ako ulit dun sa stove, sa paggamit sa kitchen. Ano ba yan? Ang ingay ng aso. Anyway. So, going back. Yun. So, kailangan may orientation ako sa kitchen. Kailangan alam ko kung paano iikot yung mga dials, yung mga parang temperature, kung saan ko isi-set, ganyan. So, sa Australia, dahil ako lang mag-isa nung nakatira ko doon, magagawa ko siya. Kasi anyway, yung mga ginagawa ko ng mga luto doon, simple lang naman for my everyday, lang naman yun, consumption. So, hindi siya special cooking, mga simpleng pagpiprito, ganyan, pag-fry, init, gano'n. Tsaka mixing of vegetables, kaya ko naman yun kasi madali, lalo na pag mixing kasi hindi ka naman nagluluto talaga actually. Pero dito sa Philippines, since marami akong kasama sa bahay, yung food kasama na nila ako or kasama na yung food ko sa general na niluluto dito. So technically, someone's cooking not for me but for all of us. And since nagki-keto diet ako, kasabay ko yung sister ko ngayon na nagki-keto din. So nakikishare ako sa grocery. So pag nagluto siya, ayun, para sa aming dalawa niya. So nakikisabay ako. So the food is not specially made for me. It's not specially cooked for me. Dito, kasabay ako or kasama ako sa general food ng family. So, yun. Pero nung nasa Australia ako, since wala naman akong kasama, so after ng orientation ko, sa kitchen, sa mga oven, ganyan, sa dial ng stove, etc., mas madali ko na siyang magagawa kasi oriented na ako. Mas madaling bilangin yung temperature, mga ganyan. Tsaka microwave. Gumagamit ako ng microwave doon, tsaka dito. So, ganun din. Orientation lang din kung paano gamitin yung microwave. Sa hours, minutes, paano mo i-clear, paano mo i-stop yung pag-init ng microwave. Ganun din sa kettle, kapag gusto kong gumawa ng hot chocolate or coffee, ganun din. Oriented din ako kung paano gamitin yung kettle. So yun, medyo basic naman, saka kaya naman siyang gawin. Kasi ang ine-emphasize ko lang is yung orientation. So if you're asking and if you're wondering if accident may nangyari, no. The cause is retinitis pigmentosa. It is visual disability na nasa retina yung problema. Hindi kasi ako doctor, hindi ako ophthalmologist, so hindi ko masyadong ma-explain. But definitely, ang isa sa mga characteristics niya talaga is night blindness, apart from other concerns dun sa interpretation ng retina sa mga images. So, sa description box nitong video, I'll put the link para mas detailed yung makuha yung explanation about retinitis pigmentosa. And I'd like to take this opportunity also to explain a little bit na disability is actually not always caused by accident. So, maraming factors yan. Of course, accident is one. Isa na yon. Pero, meron pang iba like genetic condition, pwede rin namang acquired. Pwede kasi na may iba kang sakit, pero disability naging result. An example of which will be diabetes. Pag sobrang grabe yung level ng diabetes mo, dalawang pwedeng kapuntahan nun. Pwedeng retinopathy or yung tinatawag na diabetes of retinopathy, parang ganun, na sa mata yun, mapupulag ka. Or, ma-amputate yung legs mo. So, hindi naman talaga kumbaga, wala ka talagang disability, pero yung sakit mo, yun ang nagbigay sa'yo. So, may mga ganong factor. So, hindi siya laging accident lang. Marami siyang iba't ibang factors. At any time, at any age, pwede rin siyang lumabas or lumitaw without you expecting it. So, drawing naman yung pag-usapan natin ngayon. Ang tanong kasi, nakakapag-drawing ba ako? Yes, kasi ang tanong ko, ano yung gusto mo i-drawing ko? Kung let's say, for example, kailangan ko lang naman gumawa ng bilog sa papel, edi magdodrawing lang ako ng bilog. Kaya ko naman yun kasi pen or pencil, kaya ko i-galon-galon sa papel. Drawing ko lang ng bilog. Kaya lang, syempre, hindi naman ako nakakapag-drawing the way you're expecting me to draw. Kagaya nung talagang masyadong madetalyeng drawing, kagaya mga flowers na maraming mga pag-ganon-ganon, na sobrang dami ng mga petals, may colors, may mga kaya naman. Kaya lang, dati nagagawa ko yun kasi fully sighted person ako dati. Ayan na, merong another term na natutunan. Fully sighted person. Yun yung mga taong may perfect vision. Kagaya nyo, 2020, diba? So, syempre, gagawa ko yung madetalyeng drawing before. Pero ngayon, hindi ko na siya magawa kasi nga, mahirap. Kasi hindi ko naman na makita yung mga endpoints ng drawing ko, ganyan. Kaya, medyo challenging siya. Pero, I can still sign. Nakakapirma pa rin ako. Contracts, checks, notebooks, pag magre-receive ng mga files, magre-receive ng mga documents. Ayun, nakakapag-sign pa rin ako. As in, signature talagang pirma. Pirma ka talaga sa papel pag magre-receive. Kasi, before nag-deteriorate yung vision ko, nakapag-formulate, diba, formulate. Nakagawa naman talaga ako ng sarili kong pirma. Kaya nakakapirma pa rin talaga ako kahit ngayon. Kasi, kapag marunong ka magsulat before, marunong ka mag-drawing, kahit na hindi siguro maganda yung drawing ko ngayon, if you will ask me to draw, kunyari, circle lang, or mag-drawing ako ng parang oblong na ganyan, or kahit nga yung heart na gano'n, madodrawing ko yan. Hindi lang siguro talaga maganda or pantay na pantay. Pero there's another way to draw. Yung tracing wheel. Familiar ba kayo sa tracing wheel? Yung tracing wheel, yung kamukha siya yung pang ganon ng pizza, yung panghiwa. Pero actually, may maliit na version nun. Yung maliit na tracing wheel, yun yung gagamitin ko sa cartolina or braille paper. Pwede akong mag-drawing. So, ang mangyayari nun, naka-emboss, nakaangat yung drawing. So, it could be lines, squares, ganyan. Usually, ginagamit yan sa mathematics. Pero, may mas high-tech pa na way para makapag-drawing ako or kahit sinong visually impaired. Yun yung tinatawag na SGV. Actually, ang makaka-relate dito yung mga math teachers natin, yung scalable graphics vector. Kasi yun yung technology na ginagamit natin ngayon para makapag-drawing. So, makakagawa ka ng cartwheel, makakagawa ka ng flowers, makakagawa ka ng gano'n. ito yung markup language na tinatawag. Hindi ako techie na tao, pero yun yung tawag nila doon. So, siguro, mas maganda na gumawa kaya ako ng vlog tungkol doon, no? Meron kasi akong kilala, yung isang visually impaired na friend ko from DepEd. Yun yung ginagawa niya ngayon. Yun yung mga sinusubukan niya. Nagpo-form siya ng iba't ibang images, figures, gamit yung SGV na sinasabi. So, medyo techie yun. Ewan ko, susubukan ko, and then I'll let you know kung anong maging resulta, kung may mapo-form ba ako ng image. Pero, sa mga visually impaired na gagamit ng SGV, in my opinion, ang magiging successful doon, yung mga may vision dati. Kasi, basic programming kasi yung ginagamit doon. So, magsusulat ka sa notepad ng mga codes, tapos, ang haba niyan, yung mga codes na ganyan, mga equations yun masyadong matakaw sa mathematics. So, bibigyan mo kasi ng sukat yun. Gaano ba kahaba yung left side, gaano kahaba yung right side, ganun yung SGB. Masyado siyang madetalye sa basic programming, sa pagsusulat sa notepad. So, kaya ko lang sinasabi na yung dating may vision, yun ang magiging successful. Kasi, maraming concept or marami kasi siyang image. O tinatawag sa image bank. Yung image bank niya, punong-puno ng visual concepts yun. Kaya pag sinabi mo, pag tinuruan mo mag-SGV yan, mas marami siyang mapo-form na image. Kahit siguro hindi lang flowers, bahay, animals, etc. Pero medyo tedious gawin yun kasi ang magpapagalaw at saka mag-form ng image mo, hindi ballpen, hindi pencil, hindi yung parang yung paint sa Microsoft Word, hindi yun ipoprogram mo siya by equations. And since, sorry sa mga math teachers, medyo may allergy ako sa math, hindi ko talaga, hindi ko feel, hindi ko area. Ewan ko kung matututo akong gumamit ng SGV. Pero yun yung high-tech na yun na pang-drawing. You're asking or you're curious about do I cry if I get hurt? Oo naman, talagang I cry. So, if you punch me in the face, you punch me in the face, pero syempre, hindi masyadong masakit yun. Physically, okay, I'll answer it in different aspects. Physically, kung sinuntok mo kaya ako, syempre magre-react ako. Lalo na pag sobrang lakas, masakit yun. I would definitely cry because you hurt me. So I would really cry. As in, baka hindi lang cry, baka masuntok pa kaya pabalik. Diba? Tapos, pagka naman scientific ang sagot ko, ano ba? Tear glands. Baka kasi you're wondering, kasi nga, I have a visual disability, so baka yung iba pa bang function ng mata ko, hindi na nagpa-function. So, yes, yung tear glands ko is perfect, in perfect condition. Kaya maglabas niya ng galon-galon na tubig na tears. If you hurt me, syempre, natural reaction. Meron naman ako nun. Just like you, I'm also human being, Snacks. Pero totoo yun. I'm also a human being. I am a person. I am a creature or creature with emotions. I also have feelings like you. So, syempre, if you hurt me, physical man yan, emotional, psychological, when you insult me, definitely, I'll feel hurt. And if I feel hurt, I would cry. Scientifically, my tear glands are okay. It can produce tears. It's capable to produce tears. Hindi naman siya damaged. At okay naman siya. Function well yung tear glands ko. So, it can produce tears. So, yan. Ano pa ba? I don't think naman walang taong hindi mapapaiyak if they get hurt. So, if I'm saying nga na I'm also human being like you, of course, I'll get hurt. Q9. So, paano ang vlogging ko? I'll start muna with the filming. So, there's a spirit, there's a ghost. I have an imaginary friend behind the camera. My friend, can you say hello to my audience watching this video?
Hi guys! I'm Danilo,
And you are what?
the human tripod.
Okay, very good! Di ba? Yan ang aking human tripod. But seriously speaking, of course, I have imaginary friends, spirit friends behind the camera. So they're the ones filming me. In fact, to be honest with you, alam ko yung mga tips sa mga vloggers, especially for the new vloggers like me, kailangan talaga nakafocus ka sa lens. It's quite challenging for me kasi nga mahirap i-focus sa lens. But then, I'm trying my best, guys, talaga to focus on the lens. So, forgive me pag hindi talaga tumatama masyado, but I'm trying my best. Now, so, yun yung sa camera. Yun yung when I'm filming. I'm using my phone to film the vlog as of the moment. So, malay nyo, balang araw, pag naging mayaman, pwede nang bumili ng yayamaning equipment. Anyway, so pagdating naman sa content, sa script, kasi madali naman siyang gawin for me because, creating a content at saka yung script and sequences, hindi naman visual yon. So ako na nagde-develop nun, ako na nag-iisip nun. Usually, ang kailangan ko lang talagang assistance is with the filming. Kasi nga, mahirap magkuha-kuha sa camera, mag-selfie, video selfie, ganyan. Medyo challenge yon sa akin. In fact, kapag nag-film nga ako, before we take, talagang we make sure na nakafocus na ako sa camera at nakaharap ako dun sa lens, etc. etc. So, yun yung medyo challenge. Pero pagdating naman sa mga script, ganyan, topic, ako na nag-iisip nun kaya nga, medyo marami na akong falling hair kasi mahirap, mahirap mag-isip. But then, yun, so ganun. Tapos sa editing naman, I also have some imaginary friends. So, sila yung nasa, editing. Tapos, pag sa editing naman, hindi ako dependent or parang tinatapon ko na lang sa kanila yung mga raw files. Kumbaga, I have a lot of inputs sa editing. For example, yung mga sound effects, ako yung nagsasabi sa kanila, saan mo ibabagsak yan. Yan, sa ganitong punchline, pasok mo yung ganyang sound effects, mga ganun. So, yun, akin pa rin yun. So, technically, yung visual part ng vlog, yun lang talaga yung nasa mga imaginary friends ko behind the cameras. So, yun ang way ng vlogging ko. Medyo iba sa vloggers na napapanood mo sa YouTube. So, first, kasi parang tatlong magkakakabit na question tong Q10 na ito, or question number 10. Pagka daw ba nagkasakit ang assistant ko, paano ko mag-scuba diving? And paano nga ba ako tinanggap ng friends ko? Okay, number 1, I don't have a steady or full-time or employed assistant if you're thinking about that kind of assistant. Wala talaga yan. Kasi, my work now as an as a consultant, I work anywhere, anytime I want. So, ganun yung convenience na meron when you are a consultant. Pero dati, nung nag-work ako, meron talaga akong hinire na steady assistant. Pero, yung assistant na yon, if I may just clarify, this person is not a caregiver. If I may just, or carer. Hindi ako niyan sinusubuan, hindi ako minimedyasan, hindi ako pinapaliguan, hindi ako nilalagyan ng roll-on sa kilikili, hindi ako sinashampuan, sinusuklayan, etc. Hindi ganon. Assist lang talaga, from the word itself, assist lang. Pero, ano lang yan, let's say, for example, mayroon lang akong konting-konting bagay na kailangan ng assistance. Yun, dun pumapasok yung tulong niya. But then, for other things, wala na. Now, nung nag-resign ako dun sa BPO company na pinagtatrabahoan ko dati, since consultant na nga ako, or yun yung pinasok ko ng trabaho, to be an HR consultant, especially sa mga developmental type of work, hindi na talaga nakukuha ng steady assistant. So, minsan niyaya ko yung sister ko na sumama sa akin kapag may meeting, o niya, mother ko, madalas yun talaga yung hinahatak ng kasama. So, anyway, hindi naman kasi siya araw-araw. Every time lang naman na may meeting ako or may important events, ganun lang naman. So, yun. Now, in connection with scuba diving, ang scuba diving kasi is something na, number one, you cannot bring just anyone with you down the water. Iba ang rules when you do scuba diving. So, nung nag-scuba diving ako with my friends, kami-kami yon, friends ko at ako. But, it's actually a policy dun sa tour operator na no one will dive without an experienced diver. So, yung tour operator na kung saan kami nag-book nung scuba diving trip namin sa Australia, ano yun, may kasama talaga. Meron silang employee na puro divers. Yun yung sumasama sa lahat ng tourists. So, hindi sila sumama dahil visually impaired ako. And that's the good thing about that scuba diving experience. Kasi, yung tour operator na yon is napaka-inclusive ng mindset. O, pinag-usapan na natin yan kanina, di ba? Earlier sa video about inclusion, about how you think inclusive. So, yun, yung tour operator na yon, yung company nila, very inclusive. So, yun lang. They treated me like any other tourist or just like any other ordinary tourist na nag-book ng trip sa kanila. Nung nag-dive ako, yun lang. Kasama ang friends ko, pababa, sa tubig. Tapos kasama din namin yung experienced diver nila. So yun. Kasi pag sa mga ganyang recreation or activities, kailangan meron ka talagang experience na kasama. So wala akong assistant. Kasi number one, kaya ko namang bihisan ng suit yung sarili ko. Kaya ko lagyan ng fins yung paa ko. Yung wetsuit, kaya ko naman isuot sa sarili ko. So, there's no reason para meron ka talagang personal assistant. So, hindi ako bibisan. Except lang dun sa mga gadgets for scuba diving. For example, yung parang backpack na oxygen tanks. Hindi ko, kaya ko siyang gawin. Pero talagang ina-assist, hindi lang ako, even my friends. Kasi yung oxygen tanks na yun, hindi ka pwedeng magkamali kung paano mo siya dapat ilagay sa likod mo. Yung weight bars, yung mga bakal na nasa bewang mo, sila rin naglalagay nun kasi kino-compute. Excuse me, grabe. Kailangan ko ata ng pang-clear ng throat. Kailangan mo ilagay yung weight bars sa waist na based dun sa sukat or sa weight mo. Parang sila yung bahala mag-compute. Hindi ko alam yun. Hindi ko alam paano ginagawa. Basta, alam nila kung gaano kabigat na weight bar yung ilalagay sa'yo. So yan, yung mga ganyang ka-technical, talagang kailangan ng assistance. Dahil hindi ko naman alam, dahil hindi naman ako professional diver. Ano lang yun, for recreation lang yun. So, ganun din yung mask sa mukha, pag nilagay mo, yung parang malaking goggles kasi yun. So, mula dyan hanggang dito yan. Tapos yung regulator, naka-cover nun sa bibig yan. Yun, kaya ko yun. So, hindi ko kailangan assistance. So, tinuruan ako ng diver kung paano ko gagawin yun. Madali lang naman. So, what I'm trying to say is, in my situation, hindi ko kailangan lagi ng assistance from head to toe. Maraming ako pwedeng gawin on my own and talagang little assistance lang yung kailangan ko. Now, regarding my friends, how did they accept me? My question to you is why should they not accept me? Yun naman ang ipopose kong tanong sa'yo or sa inyo. Kasi, ano man difference kung hindi ka PWD or PWD ka? I think what matters with your friends is, number one, enjoyable ka kasama, you're having fun together, plus, mukhang pare-pares kayo ng interest nyo, tapos hindi mo sila niloloko, di ba? Yung trust, loyalty, at saka yung kindness, kapag meron ka naman yan, magugustuhan ka ng kahit sinong tao. Regardless kung LGBT ka, kung tubo ka man, or Muslim ka, or Christian ka. Yun. So, remember yun sa diversity, diba? Learn to accept and respect one another kahit ano yung background mo. Pinag-usapan natin yung kanina. So, sa question mo about friendship, talagang accepting lang sila. Kasi siguro, I possess the qualities that they like. Kaya, yun, nabuo yung friendship namin. I think ganun lang siya. Wala masyadong special explanation dun sa question mo. Kasi nga, na-mention ko na rin sa ibang questions kanina na I'm also a human being. Like you. So, kung salbahe din ako, edi wala rin akong magiging friends. Mga high school ako nun. So, mga 15 siguro, ganyan. Nung talagang totally nagde-deteriorate na siya, tsaka kailangan ko nang mag-shift from traditional means of writing and reading sa technology-based. At saka around that time, dun ko lang din natutunan gumamit ng Braille. Pero, yung Braille kasi, hindi rin siya ganon kabilis. Hindi, madali siyang aralin, tsaka madali siyang matutunan. Pero yung masanay ka how to read, yun yung kailangan sobrang matagal na practice, tsaka dapat araw-araw mo siyang ginagawa. So, iba yung level na Braille literacy nung mga doon sa Braille nagsimula. Ako hindi naman. Eventually, yan nangyari. Nag-shift talaga ako sa technology. Hindi na ako masyado nag-stay sa Braille. Naku, ang dami ng question na link sa isang question lang. So, isa-isahin natin. Una, yung how do I write? Ano bang write? Kasi, kung, let's say for example, if you're asking, how do I sign contracts? I can sign. Up to now, I can still sign. Hindi thumb mark as in sign using a ball pen or pen. I can still do it. Pero if I have to take down notes or I have to scribble some information na kailangan ko talagang itago, yun, lalo na sa mga meetings, I have to take note. Kasi ako, I don't like asking people to take down notes for me, especially during meetings. Kasi mas alam ko kung ano yung notes na kailangan ko from the meeting. So what I do is I use a laptop. And when I use a laptop, merong screen reader. So yun yung ginagamit kong software para nagsasalita siya, may voice output yun. So it reads whatever I type on the screen. I also, parang I can also save yung document na sinusulatan ko and then I can go back to review my notes. So yun na talaga yung parang nagiging notebook ko ngayon, yung laptop. Multi-purpose siya. Na siya, talagang siya na yung nagiging notebook and tablet ko, lahat ganun. So, hindi na ako makakapag-take down notes using a notebook and pen. So, yun na talaga ang way of writing ko. I don't use Braille anymore. I'm not saying forever I'm not using it. Less and less. I rarely use Braille kasi mas ginagamit ko na yung technology. Kasi syempre mas efficient yon, mas mabilis kaysa sa Braille. Pero I can still read Braille. So, kapag nasa ibang bansa ako, pag, let's say, sa dati kong apartment sa Australia, yung kasi condo type yung building. So, may elevator. Pag pupunta ka sa mga friends mo sa ibang floor, ganun. Yung elevator, merong mga iba-ibang buttons. So, meron kang pang-close, 1, 2, 3, diba? Ganon, square siya, tapos maraming bilog yan. 1, 2, 3, kung anong floor, pipindutin mo yan. So, with that, may Braille equivalent yun. Tsaka may large print pa nga eh. At embossed large print. So, ang daming ways para mabasa mo siya. Yun, nababasa ko pa rin. So, it's easier for me. So, when it comes to writing, technology na talaga yung ginagamit ko. Hindi na yung notebook and pen. Now, going to crossing the street, bibigyan kita ng context. Kung dito ako sa Pilipinas tatawid, may kasama talaga ako lagi. Kasi, baka hindi pa ako nakakalahati ng kalsada. Deadball na ako, patay na ako. Kasi, iba ang traffic rules dito. Nakakaloka. Ayun, alam nyo naman yun. dito, kahit may tatawid, hindi hihinto yung sasakyan. So, yun yung nakakatakot. But whenever I'm outside the country, I'm like, for example, when I lived in Australia, when I went to Korea, it's easier to cross the street kahit ako mag-isa. Kasi number one, they have audio traffic lights. And yung audio traffic lights, may audio output yun, maririnig mo siya. Pag tatawid ka kasi, so parang may tick-tick sound yun. So, pag tawid mo, meron ulit kasing, ano tawag dun? Oy, mga nanonood dyan, tulungan nyo nga ako. Ano tawag dun sa traffic light post ba yung tawag doon?
Traffic lights, ticking sounds.
Basta, yung traffic light, di ba, may poste yun, may ilaw, di ba? Pagtawid mo, sa kabila, may ganun siyang katapat. Dito, parang mahirap akong makakita ng tapatan na ganun eh. Ewan ko lang I'm not sure. Pero, doon, magkatapat sila. So, pagtawid mo, parang connected kasi sila eh. Yung pinagalingan kong traffic light, may ticking sound yon. So, pagtawid ko sa kabila, may ticking sound pa rin. So, habang nagko-cross ako ng daan, hindi ako maliligaw kasi susundan ko yung ticking sound na yun. Pagdating ko dun sa kabilang side, nagtitik pa rin yun. So, walang sound na nawawala. Kasi di ba pag umalis ka sa traffic light, baka isipin mo, mawawala na yung ticking sound kasi lumalayo ka, humihina yung sound. So, hindi. Siya, synchronized sila nung isa kung saan katatawid. Yun yung maganda. And ganun din sa Korea. Tapos, every announcement every station sa train, meron siyang verbal or audio announcement. So, hindi ka talaga mawawala. So, ganun kadali mag-cross ng street. And of course, hindi ako tatawid ng sarili ko lang. May dala akong cane. So, hindi po yung tungkod, it's baston. So, it's cane. Usually, it's a white cane. Yun talaga lagi kong dala-dala yun. Nasa bag ko lang yun palagi. Lagi ko siyang baon. Kasi, navigating tool siya, hindi siya balancer. So, akala kasi ng iba, may mga misconceptions about sa cane na pang-balance siya. Hindi po. Navigating tool po yan. Pang-navigate po yun ng environment para hindi ako mabangga. So, yun yung pinaka-use ng cane. Oh my gosh! Yung dress. Okay, parang nakakahiya naman. Pero although obvious naman na maarte ako, yes! My friends and the ones who personally know me, talagang they would tell you maarte ako. And yes, namin ko naman eh. And obvious ba? Oo, maarte ako. Okay, for your question about dresses, shoes, and accessories, and bags, and everything, okay, this is how it is. I told you, while I was growing up, I'm a fully sighted person. And since I'm a fully sighted person, I get to see everything around me. Colors, shapes, what's on the Vogue, etc., etc. Of course, I read magazines, I check, fashion styles of people. So, in short, I know my build, I know my skin color, I know my face, meaning the shape of my face. So, technically, I know the basics of fashion. I wouldn't say hindi ko alam yun, pero basic lang. Kasi hindi naman ako fashion guru. Hindi rin naman ako fashion consultant. So, I just know the basics of fashion. And the basics that I'm telling you is, alam ko yung mga tinatawag na optical illusion effects. So, I'm not sure kung narinig nyo na yung mga optical illusion. Number one, example. Since I'm big, I would rather wear stripes na pababa, which is vertical, rather than horizontal. Kasi ang horizontal, nakakataba, malapad, nakakalapat. Pero kung yung pababa, vertical yung lines niya, then the optical illusion would be, it makes you slimmer. You look slimmer with that kind of print, diba? If your face is big, probably you wouldn't wear something like super big earrings. Kasi that would emphasize magmumukha kang... I don't want to mention names anyway. Basta yun, hindi siya maganda. Although, there are some exceptions, no? Kasi yung mga sinasabi kong exemptions, yung mga tao, kahit malaki sila, talagang kaya nilang dalhin yung certain style of earring, certain style of clothes na hindi siguro natin lahat kaya dalhin. So, merong mga exempted doon. Sila yon. And hindi ako nabibiglang doon. So, another is, pairing of colors. Like what I told you earlier, I have concepts of colors. In fact, I have very, very rich image bank. And what does that mean? Ibig sabihin, yung mga, excuse me, paupo muna. Kasi I have a dry throat. So, let's say for example, blue. So, I know basically all types of blue. Sky blue, royal blue, midnight blue, coral blue, electric blue. Ano pa bang mga blue? Bluish gray. Ayan, mga ganon. So, alam ko lahat ng shades na yun. And I know what type of shade or what blue shade fits me and kung anong effect nun. So, like for example, colors naman ng red. So, iba yung red-orange, iba yung parang reddish brown na parang nagmukhang maroon, ganun. So, when you have a very rich image bank, definitely you know all these details. Alam mo lahat yan, yung how many shades lighter, how many shades darker. So, yun, ganun na ang ano nun. And hindi na mawawala yun. Even if your vision already deteriorated, you already have that concept and that's already, ano na yun eh, ano yung tawag din? It can't be erased. Hindi na yun madedelete. So, that's already part of your image memory bank. So, same goes with picking dresses. Number 2, ang masasabi ko din is, of course, when it comes to styles, you just don't pick a style na parang laging uso. Of course, you have to always consider what fits you. Kasi nga, you have to consider your build, age, and skin color. So, fashion ka nga eh. So, syempre, hindi ka pipili ng pangit din ang kakalabasan mo. So, in that case, I use technology again. So, wait for my next vlog. Kasi dun sa vlog na yon, I'm going to show you how these pieces of technology actually help me find my pair of socks. Lalo na pag printed yung socks na gusto kong gamitin. Syempre, kailangan kahit printed yan para sa. And ano pa ba? Bags. Syempre, ganun din. If I need to pick a bag, ganun din. I need to depend on that technology to actually pick the bag that I want or that fit my outfit. Yung OOTD ko, dapat everything coordinated. From shoes to bags to accessories and everything. I have my own fashion statement, yes, kasi I think what I'm wearing is the one that fits me. Hindi ko alam kung paano ko ma-describe kung how I pick my dress, pero kasi parang lahat naman yun, interconnected. Meron kang, you have knowledge about what to wear, what fits your build and everything. So, yun ang i-implement mo. Yun din ang pipiliin mo. Pag namimili ka, yun din ang bibilin mo. And then, you're aided also by a technology, yung sinasabi ko nga sa inyo, which you will know more in my next vlog. Mas makikita mo doon how I actually, Pero, I'm not saying that the technology is the one picking the dress for me. Ako pa rin yun, pero I need that technology to determine the color, the print, ano ba? Yun, mga ganon. So, that's how I pick my dress. And yung contrast din pala, before I close this question, contrast of colors, for example, yung suot ko sa forum, diba? It's a dress. So, it's a lighter dress and the necklace is darker, which is actually black. So, diba? Basics of fashion yung sinabi ko kanina. It's always good na you put something in contrast, like light blue, light green, and then your necklace will be black. Or, it's the other way around. You wear something light on your neck, and then your dress is black. So, I think yun yung mga best combinations I could share na I implement to myself. So, hopefully, may napulot naman kayo dun sa mga pinagsasabi ko, how I dress up myself and everything. And I pick what I want. Yun, ganun. So, medyo hindi rin naman siya special. Nothing really special. It's more of your knowledge about the basics. Yan lang. Oh, and I forgot. At hindi ko to dapat makalimutang i-share. Okay. Kapag may problema sa technology na ginagamit ko, or sobrang nagmamadali ako, I ask my family, like my sisters, my mother, pati nga daddy ko. Natanong ko rin, pero mas yung sisters ko tsaka yung mama ko. I have things in mind na parang I'd like to pair these shoes and these clothes. Or I have something to pair na accessories and this. Now, for confirmation, I asked them, tama ba na pinag-prepare ko ito? Kasi sa tingin ko, okay to. And then, I validate with them. I validate. Tsaka sa friends din. Sa mga trusted friends ko, syempre talaga sa trusted friends. Kasi syempre, para sigurado naman ako na tama yung ibibigay sa aking opinion. So, I validate with them. Sa mga fully sighted persons, I validate with them kung yung naiisip ko, tama bang ipag-pair yan or hindi. So, sometimes, hindi nila type. Sometimes, tama naman ako. Or most of the time, tama naman. Kaya lang talaga, I ask them for validation. So, yun. So, hindi lang naman purely technology. Siyempre, may tao pa rin. But, yun nga, if you want independence, hanggat kaya pa nung mga gamit mo, dun ka muna before resorting to asking people, ganyan. Para hindi ka rin naman magmumukhang makulit or lagi ka na nangungulit. So, yun. On a scale of 1 to 10, no, how hurtful, how painful it is to be in this situation. Ang assumption ko kasi, yun yung question mo. I would say, kasi ganito, I cannot answer for I can only answer for myself, but I cannot answer for everyone else who are in the same situation. So, for me, ang masasabi ko lang is, parang hindi naman siya hurtful. Siguro, kung kasi depende yun eh. The people you live with, who raised you or brought you up, the people that you're friends with, mga factors kasi yan eh. And how you will accept it, and how you actually cope with it. So, kapag may mga pangit sa mga factors na yon at sobrang kanegahan yung isa sa mga factors, or lahat sila, sobrang lahat yon, negative, I think, masasabi ko na it's so hurtful to be in this situation. But in my case, like what I said earlier, for me, hindi naman. It's not painful. Kasi part of the coping skills, or part of my coping kasi is also the things I am oriented with, the things I learned how to cope with it, the technology that I use. Alam ko na parang redundant na lagi naririnig yung technology, but that's true. Kasi without it, I wouldn't be able to perform my job. I wouldn't be able to deliver whatever my clients expect me to do and deliver for them. So, ganun yun eh. Maraming factors talaga na makakapag-affect or makakapagbigay sa'yo ng impact if it's really painful to be in the situation. For me, ako, in my personal opinion lang, no, it's not. It's not. So, may props ako to answer the question, how do I eat and how do I drink? What a cute question! Actually, hindi lang naman ito yung first forum na napuntahan ko na nagtanong. I know na it's out of curiosity and let's go, let's answer. Okay, are you familiar with clock system? Oops, that's a jargon. Yes, pero let's explore. I will explain what clock system is. Familiar kayo, di ba? Guys, yung relo, paikot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. At may dalawang kamay sa gitna. Tama? Tama ba?
Tama!
Okay, good! May sagot na isa. Anyway, so, yung clock system, nagagamit siya as part of orientation and mobility strategies for visually impaired. Lalo na if you're nandun ka sa stage na nasa rehabilitation stage siya. Yun. So, yung clock system, ginagamit siya sa maraming bagay. Pero gamitin na lang natin sa eating and drinking para mas madali. So, for drinking, syempre, parehas lang naman sa inyo. I drink, I'm going to hold the glass, put it into my mouth, and then sip. Yun. So, talagang nothing special. Kasi I can do it for myself. No one would really have to do it for me. I can do it myself. As in, 100% independence. I can drink on my own. May straw man yan, wala man yung straw, tetra pack man yan, bote, baso, coffee mug, I can do it. Kahit sa gripo. Now, pagdating naman sa eating, kaya ko rin gawin yun. I mean, it doesn't mean that when you cannot see the food, doesn't mean you cannot eat. So, wait, I have some props. So, paano ako hindi mahihiwa kung kakain ako ng steak? So, this is a bread knife, right? So, kung kailangan kong hiwain yung kakainin ko, ito yung kutsara or pwede rin namang fork yung gamitin ko. Ito yung parang sharp edge ng knife, diba? Or ng bread knife. So, hindi ko siya kailangan hawakan kasi pwede akong masugatan. At huwag nyo rin gagawin yun, ha? If you want to help someone who is visually impaired, don't put their hands on the sharp edge, which is dito. Nakakasugat yan kahit nga kayo, masusugat kayo. The best way to know is, sa amin we have to use the fork or the spoon to check where is this, yung the sharp edge. So, ito yun. See? Even in the sound and how it feels, kasi iba rin yung feeling niyan kapag, okay, let's see. Ito, pagka dito naman siya, walang sharp edge dito. Yan, smooth lang yan, wala yung parang vibrating sound because dito meron. So, you can assume na ito talaga yung sharp edge. So, this is what you're going to use kung maghihiwa ka na ng steak. So, that's one tip. Pero paano ba talaga yung clock system? Okay. Gamitin na natin yung mga props ko, guys. Ayan ang Corel plato. Baka naman Corel. Joke lang. Pero, yan. Corel, gagamitin ko sa demo. Baka naman. Anyway. So, kunwari, table to Imagine niyo na lang, guys, kasi nag-improvise ako. Okay. So, paano ba yung clock system? Yung visually impaired, pag siya yung sasabihan mo or gagamitan mo ng clock system to orient him or her sa pagkain, lagi ang 12 o'clock kung nasaan nakaharap yung tao. Since sa'yo ako nakaharap, guys, sa inyo ako nakaharap. Ang 12 o'clock ko ay kayo. Kayo ang 12. Okay. Given na ganito ang ating improvised setup, the way you will tell me is, ayusin ko lang. Ito yung spoon and fork, ha? Okay. Okay. Okay, ang bread knife mo ay nasa 3 o'clock. Ito yung 3 o'clock ko. So, okay, imagine niyo na lang may baso dito. So, okay, yung juice mo nasa 1 o'clock. So, dito yun. Okay, yung spoon and fork mo nasa 9 o'clock. Ito yun. Ayan, ito yan. Okay, imagine niyo na lang may masarap na food na nandito. So, kunwari, ito. Okay, yung rice mo nasa 6 o'clock. So, ito yan. Nakikita ba sa camera? So, yan yun. Kunyari, yung vegetables mo nasa 11 o'clock. Dito yan. Kasi ang 12 ko nga kayo, di ba? So, ito yung, let's say, vegetables. Pag sinabi, meron kang piece of cake nasa 1 o'clock. So, dito yan. May extra ka pang ulam. Let's say may meatballs ka, nasa 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. Dito yan. So, see the clock system, how it's so helpful and how good it is to become a strategy. So, that's how I eat. Pero, I mean, not how I eat, but what I'm trying to say is that's how you orient when I'm about to eat. Pero if I'm going to eat, simple as what you're doing. So, kuha ng rice, put it to my mouth, and then ulitin ko lang ulit, makakain ako. So, very simple. Nothing really special as I eat. Parehas lang tayo when I eat. So, the hardest part of being visually impaired is, ano nga ba? First of all is insult. Yun talaga, walang halong plastic. Kasi may mga taong they play with you, pero hindi kasi siya yung matasabi na play na maganda. Ibig sabihin, for example, busy ka sa library. Biglang may darating. Tapos, kakatak-katakin yung buhok mo, o di kaya gagalawin na ganyan yung binabasa mo, or gaganyanin yung mukha mo. That's very insulting. Why don't you just introduce yourself that, "Hi, I'm Sally. Kamusta? Kay, it's Sally." Ganyan. Kamusta? Identify yourself because that is the most respectful thing or the most polite thing that you can do. So, I would say, insulting actually, hindi lang naman sa akin yun, kahit naman sa inyo, diba? Insulting someone is actually very painful and that's really, nakakainis. That's really annoying. So, yun ang part na masasabi ko. So, if you don't insult me, I think I'm just fine. Well, that's my opinion. Yun lang yung masasabi kong the most annoying part. I don't wanna say hurt kasi talagang before you get hurt, you feel annoyed muna. So, yun lang. That's my personal opinion. I don't know with others, pero that's what I can share regarding this question. Well, I think na-address ko naman din ito sa iba pang mga questions earlier. Pero I would say na environment is one of the biggest factors whether mahulog ka sa depression or hindi. So, hindi naman. Kasi nga, dapat yung acceptance mo nandun para mas maka-cope up ka. Kasi unless you accept the fact na you are in this situation, that's the only time you can move on. Ay, masyadong mahugot ito. Ang hashtag hugot, no? Pero totoo yun. Even if you ask the experts around, talagang you cannot move from one level to another unless you're done with that level. So, dapat you have to accept your situation para hindi ka malugmok o hindi ka mahulog. Alam pa ba ng mga batang malugmok? Mahulog or malubog sa depression. It only happens when your situation is mismanaged. And if the environment, friends, and family, and school, and the community is super negative towards you, then I think that's going to be the biggest factor for you to fall into depression. So far, I must be very lucky. Hindi naman ganun yung environment ko. And my situation is not being mismanaged. So, okay naman. So, at saka hindi rin healthy. Dapat hindi tayo lahat tayo hindi dapat mapunta sa ganun. So, the advice would be make sure that whatever happens or if there's something coming up, make sure it's addressed well, it's being managed well para hindi na siya kung saan sa pamupunta, lalo na sa depression. So, hi guys! Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you, School of St. Anthony, for always inviting me and for always remembering me sa mga ganitong endeavors ninyo, sa ganitong mga programs ninyo. I'm so proud of you. And of course, special shout out to our dear principal, Miss Amy Miit, to my friend and fellow Jobstar trainer, Mr. John Michael Gaviola. Mike, thank you kasi sobrang suki ako ng St. Anthony. This is not the first time I handled such program at School of St. Anthony. Of course, to Teacher Kat Sinisin, isa sa mga organizers ng Inclusive Communication Program ng School of St. Anthony. And hindi syempre mawawala ang aking special appreciation and special thanks and special shoutouts to all the grade 6 students of SSA. Thank you so much for being so attentive, cooperative, and napaka-active nyo during the session. Thank you so much. And for the parents, just in case there are parents watching this video, parents siguro ng mga grade 6 students natin, or parents ng ibang bata. First of all, I'm very happy with School of St. Anthony. You should be proud kasi your children are studying at School of St. Anthony kasi the school has a lot of initiatives, and part of that is, you know, respect for diversity and teaching them how to have inclusive mindset. So, bihira kasi yan sa mga schools. And you should be proud that School of St. Anthony is doing something outside academics because the school wants to make your children globally respectful citizens, globally responsible citizens. So, hindi basta yun nakukuha sa mga academics, math, science, biology, nakukuha yun sa labas ng academics, which is the values formation program of the school. So, School of St. Anthony, just like most of the viewers, we are all very proud of you. Keep up the good work, and yun, talagang pagpatuloy niyan. That's a good endeavor, and I'll always be here to support your programs. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit the bell button for notifications to get notified about my new uploads. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye!